The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
Good evening, everybody. You are looking live at the Southside Ice Arena in downtown Byron Center, the home of the Aquinas College Saints. And we are live here with a big matchup in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. It's the top team in the conference, number 7th ranked in the country, that being Indiana Tech, traveling here for the first of a home and home with the Aquinas College Saints. Good evening, everybody. Yours truly, Lou Gamlin, here with you. We welcome you to the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. That's the site for tonight's contest between Aquinas and Indiana Tech, a renewal of a big rivalry between these two teams. Here, very familiar foes from the days of the NAIA and back in the Division III days of the ACHA, as Coach Frank Christopher's team making the trek up I-69 to I-96. I believe that's how they got up here anyways for this first of two. And these two teams will do battle again tomorrow afternoon down in Fort Wayne at 5:30 Eastern time. So a big weekend set for Aquinas as they look to keep the roll going. They're 5 straight they've won, including an impressive sweep of the 20th ranked team in the country. That's University of Michigan Dearborn last weekend. They won here 7-5 in a shootout, and they'll have to keep that offense going against this high-powered team from Indiana Tech. 13-1 on the year in the conference, 20-2 overall as they bring in that 7th ranking here tonight in the ACHA Men's Division I. These two teams met earlier in the year, and Indiana Tech swept both games from Aquinas quite handily. So, again, if the Saints want to try to get a chance at possibly getting into the big dance, that being the Men's National Tournament Division I in Boston, this would be the weekend to try to make that happen, if you will, as these two teams these would be big games for Aquinas in the computer rankings if they can somehow get the sweep here or at least split with Indiana Tech. These two teams may meet one more time in the conference tournament coming up towards the end of February down in Fort Wayne, so the home of Indiana Tech. So should be a good game tonight here between Indiana Tech and Aquinas. Indiana Tech last weekend swept Cleary to keep the roll going. Cleary now 4-11 and 6-15 overall. As we mentioned, Indiana Tech 20-2, 13-1, number 1 in the conference. Aquinas right now is in 4th place at 8-7, 13-10 overall. Lawrence Tech at 12-4 in the conference. They're 17-4 overall. And Michigan Dearborn 10-6, 11-10 on the year. So, again, as we mentioned, a couple of big games here tonight. We're glad that you could be a part of the broadcast here tonight. We hope you enjoy it as the Saints and the Warriors will do battle here in approximately 5 minutes. A little bit of a delay getting the ice ready to go here tonight. Going to do a little extra repair work on it before the start of tonight's game, so we may pause for a little bit, but we will have hockey here for you tonight with the Saints and the Warriors. The Zamboni coming back out to make a couple of more swipes here tonight before we get going. So sit back and enjoy here tonight on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube, the host tonight of the broadcast. As should be a good game, as we mentioned, with Aquinas and Indiana Tech. Of course, these teams met in the championship game in 2018 in the NAIA tournament, with Aquinas winning and then Indiana Tech winning the championship in that division last year. And, of course, Indiana Tech making the national tournament last year in St. Louis and lost a heartbreaker in overtime in that game. That was one of the more exciting games that I was able to broadcast. Unfortunately for Indiana Tech, they were unable to advance. But this is this year, and, again, they're on to a good roll. Had a chance to talk with Coach DeCristofaro for a few moments before the game tonight from Indiana Tech, and he's happy with the way the team's going as they look to build on the year, and had a chance to talk to head coach Kyle Gagnow from Aquinas for a little bit. And he's excited for the games here this weekend as well. Again, we mentioned big games for Aquinas. If they want, again, an opportunity to get to the national tournament, these are the games they got to have. These are big for the computer rankings. As you know, the top 20 teams they take 20 teams into the national tournament. I believe there's 8 automatic berths, so you've got 6 or 12 spots left after that. So you really want to get ideally in the top 12, 13 teams in the country towards the end to snag one of those berths if you're not a automatic qualifier. Now, in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference, their automatic bid goes to the conference champion tournament winner. So that's always a time that you want to get hot too. Now for Aquinas, as we talked about last week, it pretty much came down to them versus Dearborn in that conference semifinal game last year, where Dearborn won in overtime. And Dearborn ended up getting that last spot basically for the national tournament. So as we mentioned, you can see the referees over on the opposite side. Looks like we're probably going to have a little more repair work done to the rink, and then we'll get going with this one as both teams chomping at the bit. You can see Aquinas and Indiana Tech to our right looking eagerly awaiting to get out and get their last swipe around the ice, if you will, and to get this one started. So, again, a little bit of a delay to get the ice ready for the game. So, don't go anywhere. This ought to be a dandy. And these two teams, they like to bring it. So, should be a fun one here tonight from the Southside Ice Arena, the home of the Aquinas College Saints. Can kind of see here as we're waiting here. The crowd's starting to file in a little bit. Looks like it'll be a decent crowd here tonight for the game. So again, just waiting on the go-ahead from the referees. So well, again, everybody, welcome here to the broadcast tonight. We have a slight delay with the Zamboni or some of the ice conditions here tonight. But as soon as we get that one, as soon as we get it straightened out, you can see a little bit of extra snow to the right. So well, we got at least the referee going across the ice, stretching a little bit here. So we want to welcome everybody here on the Captain Lou Sports Network here on YouTube, the host of the game tonight, as Aquinas and Indiana Tech about to get set. They came out for the pregame skate about 20 to 30 minutes ago, and Zamboni was out on the ice, and now we're just waiting for the go-ahead from the referees, and we'll get this one started. So the Saints, as we mentioned, they will play again tomorrow down at Fort Wayne. And that'll be a 5:30 puck drop down there. And then next week, we will have two here from the south side, as it'll be Grand Valley playing both games this weekend here against Aquinas. Grand Valley, they are ranked 10th in the country right now. They're on quite a roll themselves. They had a good weekend last weekend against crosstown rival Calvin. So we'll have a good crowd here next weekend as well for the Saints and the Lakers of Grand Valley. So it doesn't get any easier for Aquinas. So these are big games this weekend, as I mentioned. You want to, obviously, the ultimate goal for everybody is to get to the national tournament at the ACHA level. For Aquinas, they ideally would like to take both games this weekend and next weekend, obviously. But, they got to make a good showing now. There really isn't a whole lot of room for error unless they want to count on winning the conference tournament at the end of February. So, as I mentioned earlier, big weekend games this weekend and then next weekend against Grand Valley. And then the following weekend, they got a home with 12th ranked Lawrence Tech, Ken Gaffney squad. So, again, it's this is the start of the sprint portion of the schedule, if you will, as these two teams will enjoy quite a slate of conference games here before the end of the year. Indiana Tech also has a game on Sunday, a non-conference game against Western Michigan at Lawton Arena. So they've got a big weekend as well. Well, the referees are putting the goals in the mooring, so that means we're just about set to go after a slight delay here at the Southside Ice Arena. And, so with them getting those set to go, that means we are just about set for hockey. And we hope that you enjoy the broadcast tonight here on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. You will be able to watch a replay of this game, obviously, as it'll be archived here on our channel here. So we hope that if you miss a portion of it, you can go back and watch it anytime you'd like. So, all right. I'd say we're just about set as Indiana Tech now comes out, gets ready for their last-minute warm-ups, and then AQ will get back out as well, and we'll be able to get this one started. It'll be the Saints and the Warriors, and a renewal of a big rivalry, a close rivalry here. These two teams have enjoyed some Donniebrooks over the years, and I'm sure this weekend will be no exception. So we hope you can sit back and enjoy the game here tonight as Aquinas comes out in their home white jerseys with the red and black trim, getting their last-minute swipe around. It'll be Max Johnston in net for the Saints. And it looks like it's going to be Ty Barnhill in goal for the Warriors. We'll get the announcements of the starting lineups and the playing of the national anthem, and we'll get this one underway. So let's take a listen to the public address announcer with the start.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southside Arena for tonight's WHAC contest, featuring the visiting number 7 Tech Warrior and your Point Saints. You to enjoy tonight's contest with a true spirit of sportsmanship in mind. Council's business to create a positive competitive environment we can all take pride in and enjoy. The American Football Association and the Wolverine Cougar Athletic Conference, please enjoy tonight's game. And now, the starters. First, the visitors from Indiana. In goal, number 30, Farmhill. Defense, number 15, Mill Eagle. And defense, number 9, Blue Newport. And now, here are your starters for the Aquinas Saints. Pregame right side, number 8, Mason Stewart. Starting at left wing, number 27, Dane Berry. Starting at center, sophomore number 13, Bill Maroney. And starting at right wing, senior number 19, Darren Johnson. Head coach for the City of Kyle Basil and joined by assistant coach Roland Elwell. The team please stand and join for the playing of the national anthem.
All right, there you go. The playing of the national anthem. That means we are just about set to go here from Southside Ice Arena in Byron Center, the home of the Aquinas College Saints. As we mentioned, the Aquinas will be in their home white jerseys with the red and black trim, black helmets and red numerals. They'll be going from right to left, while Indiana Tech in their road black jerseys with the orange and white trim. They'll be going from left to right on your television screen, computer dial, however you're watching throughout the world here on the AQ or on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube tonight. Part of the AQ Sports Network tonight as well. And we are powered up by the Belly Up Sports Network of podcasts, bellyupsports.com. All right, just about set to go. In net for Aquinas will be Max Johnston, sophomore out of Air Dry, Alberta, Canada. And for the Saints, or for the Warriors, rather, in goal will be the junior out of Port Washington, Wisconsin, that being Ty Barnhill. Here we go. Saints and the Warriors live from the Southside Ice Arena. The Saints win control of the draw. Prohitsky will play it out to center ice. He'll throw it to Johnston. Here's the shot kicked wide by Barnhill over on the far side. And we get a quick whistle and a stoppage of play. Puck will be taken back just outside the Indiana Tech blue line. About 9 seconds gone in this opening period. Aquinas wins the draw. They throw it down into the zone, going after it. Darren Johnson plays over on the far side, tries to center one to Danny Berry, but here comes Indiana Tech 2-on-2 the other way. Coming up over the line with a shot right into the breadbasket of Johnston. He'll hang on, and we'll get a stoppage of play and a face-off to his right. 25 seconds into this opening period, no score. Face-off controlled by the Saints. Christian Look will play it around the boards, tried to get it to Ostman. He trickles it out to center ice. Played there, though, by Luke Anderson. Drops it. There's one thrown in behind the goal. Chasing after it is Krasny. They play it around the boards. Aquinas tries to lift it out to center ice. They do, but playing it quickly was Cole Barney. Now over the line, Krasny has it. He dumps it down. They dig away at it over by the right face-off circle, and it's lifted out to center ice, down into the Indiana Tech zone. And we'll get our first icing call of the night, and the face-off will come back down into the Saints zone. Just about a minute gone in this opening period. Both teams scoreless here on the Captain Lou Sports Network here on YouTube. Glad you could join us here tonight for this Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference clash held in at the blue line. There's one thrown around the boards in behind the Aquinas goal. Held in at the point by Axel Lowe, 6'5" out of Stockholm, Sweden. There's a shot deflected, and the puck's going to be held in. There's one thrown towards the net, kicked away by Johnston. Indiana Tech applying the pressure, playing it around inside and around the boards was Christian Look, held in though at the point. There's one thrown by Carruthers, kicked away. Here comes Aquinas. Look will skate it out to center ice. He'll throw it down into the near boards. Around the corner they go. It's going to be played over there by Gavin Phillips, Granville freshman, played in behind the Indiana Tech goal. Minute and a half gone in this opening period, no score. Puck played out to center ice, and we get a collision. The puck will go down into the Aquinas zone, and we'll get some fresh legs for Indiana Tech. Puck still played in the Aquinas zone, and Hardig plays it out to center ice, hopped over the stick of Phillips, and playing it back into the zone is Mitchell Fortin from Petoskey, Michigan. Played around the boards, deep in the Aquinas zone, coming in with an odd-angled shot, kicked away, and played around the boards. Puck still deep in the Aquinas end. Kerwin Johnson tried to play it over to Den Hardig. They finally get it out to center ice. Puck tipped back into the Aquinas zone by Avery Smith. Also trying to make a play on it to Tulio into the zone. We're going to get a penalty call coming up here. And I think we'll get our first power play of the evening. And that one is going to go to Indiana Tech, I believe, as DeTulio will head to the box. And we'll get the penalty call at 2:34. And it's cleared down the length of the ice right to Barnhill. And he'll play it back, and Indiana Tech will regroup. So a minute 35 left with the extra man for Indiana Tech. As puck played around the boards, held in at the point, now played over on the far side, thrown across, chasing after TJ Dugan. Puck played in behind the Aquinas goal. Minute 5 left with the extra man. There's one kind of a weak shot played in behind the goal. You throw it around the boards. Aquinas still trying to clear the zone. Now Mitchell Hoon has it. He'll lift it down the length of the ice, and we'll get a fresh change for Aquinas and for Indiana Tech. 45 seconds left with the extra man, about 16:10 left to go in this opening period. Both teams scoreless. Axel Potter will skate it out to center ice, lift it over to Barney, and Indiana Tech played it offside, so they had to touch up onside. So Aquinas trying to clear it. They can't. Good play by Avery Smith to throw it towards the net, and that'll keep the face-off in the Aquinas zone with 26 seconds left with the extra man. And 15:52 left to go here in this opening period. So far, the play mostly in the Aquinas zone as Indiana Tech with control the puck over on the far side, trying to make a play on it. Malik Ali plays it out on the point. Barney, his shot whistles wide of the goal, played all the way around, held in by Potter. He plays it over on the far side. Ali has it over on the far corner. Gets it in behind the net, tried to center one. Aquinas cut off the angle rather. Played in behind the goal by Fortin. Throws it over on the far side. Johnson now will skate it out to center ice. He's got Erickson with him, but Johnson bounced off the puck. Played over on the far side in front of the Indiana Tech bench. Puck played in the neutral zone where it's going to be played there by Kerwin. Johnson plays it out to Santinello, and it's played in behind the Aquinas goal. They throw it around the boards. Played over there in the neutral zone, in the near corner. Just under 5 minutes gone in this opening period, no score. And there's one Sticks and pucks flying everywhere here in this opening period. Puck held in, now tipped out to center ice. A little bit of mix-up for Aquinas. Danny Berry trying to come up with the possession of the puck. Played over on the far side by Savoda. He'll throw it deep into the Aquinas end. Johnston had to come out of the net to play it. Almost got tangled up with a Warrior offensive player, but now here comes Berry. Berry will skate it up over the line, comes over in the near corner, tries to drop it off for Rumpke. Now it's played back out to center ice. Mitchell Hoon and Stewart, little give and go. Stewart in the center ice area over to Berry. Berry up over the line, drops it off, nobody home, still held in. They dig away at it. Now here's an opportunity for Indiana Tech. They'll bring it up over the line. Dufort tries to play it over on the far side, and we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Exactly 6 minutes gone in this opening period. Both teams scoreless here on the Captain Lou Sports Network, here on YouTube. Face-off will come just outside the Aquinas blue line. And it's won cleanly by the Saints, thrown towards the net, though, afterwards. Rosema in on the face-off. He tips one. He's going to try to go after it up over the line. Comes in on goal, and he's taken down right before he took the shot. Played down the other way. Arnold will come up over the line. He brings it in, goes towards the net, thrown wide of the goal. Played over on the far side, now at the doorstep. Aquinas Prohitsky will shoot it around to center ice. Trying to make a play on it. Both teams now, it's dumped back into the Aquinas zone. Played around in behind the goal. They'll play it around the boards. Held in at the blue line. Mitchell Hoon will hold it there. Played outside, now coming in on goal. 3-on-3. There's a play in the slot. Here comes Usman. He'll skate it out. Potential 2-on-2. Usman brings it up over the line, over on the far side. He tries to center one, and it's played out to the point. There's one thrown towards the net. Oh, an opportunity that time for Mitchell Hoon. Couldn't come up with the loose puck. Big hit right by the blue line. Skating it up is Plummer. He'll dump it down into the Aquinas end. Indiana Tech with some changes on the fly. They'll play it out to center ice. Here comes Erickson up over the line, drops it for Phillips. And this one's tapped up into the safety netting and out of play. 12:46 to go in this opening period. And we're scoreless. Shane DiTilio will take the face-off for Aquinas. He'll go up against Avery Smith. Puck held in at the point by McCaddy. Throws it around the boards. It'll float over on the far side. Indiana Tech will skate it out of the zone now. Good puck movement up over the line. Going after it, Fortin. He throws it around the boards. Played over to Phillips. Phillips will lift it out to center ice. Here comes Erickson. Erickson's got DiTilio coming with him. And Phillips gets cut off right before he gets into the slot area. Puck thrown out to center ice. Aquinas has to get onside. As we get some tired legs for Aquinas, we get a line change. 12:10 to go in this opening period. No score. Puck played around the boards over on the far side. Both teams chop away at it. Deflected into the slot area with a shot. Deflected, it's loose. Now back out to the blue line. Kerwin Johnson holds it in, throws it around the boards. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. And we'll see what the call is here. As it looks like Rumpke's going to go to the penalty box. So we're going to get another Indiana Tech power play. This will be their second. 0 for 1. As the face-off will come down into the Aquinas zone. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes and 8 seconds. It's kind of funny. You can see the Byron Center high school team watching over in the far corner. I thought that was Indiana Tech for a minute with their home jerseys on. They got the orange and black as well. Byron Center ranked number 2 in the state, Division II in the state of Michigan. They've got a big matchup, I believe, with Warren De La Salle in the other rink here at the Southside Ice Arena. And they'll clear the zone. Rosema will chase after it shorthanded, but coming up with the angle, Will Campbell, sophomore out of San Antonio, Texas, will engineer the power play. 1.5 minutes left in the penalty to Rumpke as they play it up into the neutral zone, skating it over on the far side, TJ Dugan, and it's cleared down the length of the ice. down into the Indiana Tech zone. They'll quickly play it out to center ice. Here's a giveaway. Hoon comes up with it. It's poked away from him. And Aquinas with a good job so far in the penalty kill, 45 seconds into it. Just about 9 minutes gone in this opening period, no score. Puck played out to center ice, down into the Aquinas end, chasing after it all. Lee along with Fortin on the power play. Bumped off the puck was Aquinas. They try to get control to clear the zone. There's a centering play. Instead, it's deflected back out to center ice. Axel Potter will have to chase after it. Aquinas on the chain, shorthanded. Barney plays it up over the line. Fortin trying to camp out in front of the net. Puck in behind the goal. They dig away at it. McCarty at the doorstep, played in behind the net. Also chasing after it is Erickson, and he'll throw it down the length of the ice in behind the Indiana Tech goal. 25 seconds left with the extra man. Axel Potter will slow things down, set up the next rush for the Warriors. They bring it out to center ice. There's one deflected off the backside of Cam Chabot as they play it in at the blue line. And it's played out to center ice. And that'll lead up the rest of the power play. Aquinas at full strength, chasing after it. There's an odd-angled shot taken by Rosema, looking for a rebound. 9:40 to go in this opening period, no score. Got a collision right in front of us at the Aquinas blue line. Barry now will play it out to center ice. We're going to get a penalty call, looks like, coming up to Indiana Tech. So Aquinas now will get their first opportunity with the extra man. As face-off will be to the left of Ty Barnhill. Puck face-off cleanly won by Aquinas. Barry has it over on the far side. Penalty is on Avery Smith. Tripping the call. As we're down to 9:20 left in this opening period. Puck played over in the near corner. Thrown around the boards by Axel Lowe. Barry has it over on the far side. Tries to navigate traffic. Christian Look has it up at the point. Played over on the far side or near corner. There's a shot. Deflected rebound. Still in the slot area. Barry still comes up with it. 1:25 left with the extra man. Barry back out on top to Look. Look throws it towards the net, right into the breadbasket of Barnhill. He'll hang on and keep the face-off down into the Indiana Tech zone. So 1:18 left in the tripping penalty to Avery Smith. And Aquinas will get their next power play unit out, along with the next Indiana Tech penalty kill unit. Face-off won by the Saints. Stewart tries to direct it over to Osman, but instead it'll be cleared the length of the ice by the Warriors as Aquinas now will set it up. Puck played out to center ice, up over the line. Darren Johnson throws it towards the net and deflected out to center ice. Aquinas will have to touch up on side. 50 seconds left with the extra man. Puck played over the line. Osman tried to make a play on it. Good play by Indiana Tech to get it out into the neutral zone, and it'll be played back into the Aquinas end. There's a giveaway, shorthanded, coming up over the line. Luke Anderson. He's met over on the far side and just throws it back out to center ice. Here's an opportunity now. Osman, he'll bring it up over the line. 23 seconds left in the power play. This one's cleared down the length of the ice as well. And Johnston will come up with it. Quickly, here comes Look up over the line. He'll drop it out to Rumpke. Rumpke, 6 seconds left. Plays it in the near corner. Now it goes around the boards. Collision in behind the goal. Puck played over on the far side. Now Indiana Tech with an opportunity. Good play, though, by Johnson to come in front of that pass. So both teams at full strength. 0 for 1 with the extra man for Aquinas. 0 for 2 for Indiana Tech. Puck played in the neutral zone now. into the Aquinas or the Indiana Tech zone. Barry has it, throws one towards the net, kicked away by Barnhill. Puck loose in behind the goal. 7 minutes to go in this opening period, no score. Krasny has a cross-ice pass over to Anderson. He plays it over into the near corner. There's a giveaway. There's an opportunity. And kicked away by Johnston over in the near corner. Chabot with an opportunity, but Johnston was equal to the task. Puck played around the boards out to center ice. Here comes Johnson. Darren Johnson's shot deflected. Oh, it's loose right out in front. Oh my goodness, the Aquinas had an opportunity that time. Nobody there to take advantage of it. It took a wicked Joe Louis arena hop, if you will, right out in front of the net. The old days of the Joe, when you played that carom, if the goalie wasn't paying attention, you were in deep trouble. It almost cost Indiana Tech there. Puck played in behind the goal. Barry will be bounced off the puck. 6 minutes left to go here in this opening period. There's one deflected in front of the Aquinas bench, and Prohitsky will skate after it. He whiffs on the play. He's back there with Den Hardig now. Puck played around the boards, held in at the blue line. Thrown around the boards by Aiden Dufort. He'll wind up and throw one towards the net, deflected away. Prohitsky got a stick on it. Puck loose in behind the goal, still the centering play deflected. Prohitsky, good job on defense. He got Erickson to the puck, and Erickson will float it out to center ice. We get some changes now on both sides. Indiana Tech will throw it down into the Aquinas end. Christian Look will chase after it, plays it around the boards, held in over there, now played out to center ice. Puck thrown down into the Aquinas, and Johnston will glove it off, as coming in hard was Pavel Svoboda, the freshman out of Jilava in the Czech Republic, as we get a stoppage of play. Well, both teams with power play opportunity or two. Neither team able to cash in, as we've got 5 minutes left to go in this opening period. Puck held in off the faceoff, thrown towards the net, wide of the goal by Austin Buck. It'll be lifted now back out to center ice. Chopped away at it. Osman will play it up to the blue line. Rosema will throw it in. Aquinas had to get on side. Mitchell Hoon went to play it. A little too anxious. And the face-off will come just outside the Indiana Tech blue line after the offside call, with 4:46 to go in this opening period. Off the face-off, Indiana Tech has it. They'll play it out to center ice. Prohitsky will dump it right at Barnhill, and he'll hand it off to Axel Loetler. Check that. There's a giveaway opportunity with a shot. Whistled wide of the goal. Carruthers had an issue with the puck for Indiana Tech. Mitchell Hoon's blast a little wide. Puck played out to center ice. They'll skate it up over the line, making a play over on the far side. Avery Smith played around the boards. Potter tried to hold it in, but here comes Aquinas. Mitchell Hoon will play it into the zone. A little back and forth we go as it goes down into the Aquinas zone. Now it's played out to center ice. Rumke tries to feed it to Barry. His pocket is picked and thrown back down into the Aquinas zone, and we'll get an icing call, and that'll bring the faceoff down into the Indiana Tech zone. 3:51 to go in this opening period. Number one team in the conference, Indiana Tech, 13-1 in the conference, 20-2 overall, ranked number 7 in ACHA Men's Division I. Held in at the blue line by Kerwin Johnson off the faceoff, throws it around the boards. Darren Johnson tried to make a play on it, hopped over his stick. Now it's played out to center ice quickly. Barney will skate it up over the line, trying to make a play on it. Good stick work, puck handling as he brings it over on the far side. There's an opportunity, and they score. We'll see who gets credit for the goal. They throw it towards the net, and it's 1-0 Indiana Tech. It looks like it's going to be Matai Krasny. Time of the goal, 16:31. So Matai Krasny will break the ice for Indiana Tech at 16:31, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Warriors. Krasny will throw it down in behind the goal. Played around the boards. Ty Krasny. There's a shot. Rebound taken by Ostman. So Krasny breaks the ice here for Indiana Tech. 1-0 in favor of the Warriors. Puck played in behind the Indiana Tech goal. They'll throw it around the boards. Deep in the end, Mitchell Hoon trying to apply some pressure along with Rosema. There was a shot taken by Look, deflected. Now here comes Indiana Tech, 3-on-2 the other way. Cross ice pass behind Chabot. Now it's played out to center ice. Mitchell Hoon has it. He'll backtrack with the puck. 2.5 to go here in this opening period. 1-0 in favor of Indiana Tech. Barry skates it out to center ice. They'll play it in the neutral zone. Rumpke will backtrack with it to Look. Look over to Prohitsky. Prohitsky at center ice, dumps it around the boards. Barnhill will come out of the net to play it. Indiana Tech will clear the zone now, 3-on-3. They'll dump it up over the line, playing it in on goal. Centering pass. What a save by Johnston, a 2-on-1. And a beauty of a save by Max Johnston to keep it a 1-0 game. Minute 50 to go in this opening period. Puck played around the boards. Out to center ice. They'll chop at it down into the Aquinas zone. Prohitsky will dump it around the boards. Nice play by Barry. Gets it to Rumpke. He's bounced off the puck by Fea. Puck played in behind the Indiana Tech goal. Held in by Aquinas as Mason Stewart throws it into the near corner, but now it's going to be picked up by Indiana Tech. 1:15 to go in the period. This one's throwing down the length of the ice. Coming up quickly after it was Feda. Played over in behind the goal at Indiana Tech with pressure. Potter at the point. Tries to shoot it in traffic. Deflected into the slot area. There's one kicked away by Johnston. It's loose right at the doorstep. Under a minute to go in the period. Played around the boards. Held in by Potter with a blast. Kicked away by Johnston. Now they played out into the neutral zone. Here comes Erickson. Erickson knocked off the puck. 43 seconds. Oh, a big hit right at the blue line that time. Gavin Phillips and Pavel Svoboda as it's played into the Indiana Tech zone. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Puck played now 2-on-1. Here's an opportunity with a shot. Johnston with another glorious save to keep it a 1-0 game. 23.5 seconds left to go here in this opening period. Matai Krasny, the difference here at 16:31. 1-0 our score as the faceoff will be to the right of Max Johnston. Faceoff controlled by the Saints. They'll throw it around the boards. Held in, no, by Dufort at the point. Chasing after it, Smith tries to get it out, but now here comes Mitchell Hoon, a little too high for Ostman. 10 seconds left to go in the period. One last opportunity possibly for Indiana Tech. Here's Hoon will just throw it around the boards, and that'll pretty much do it for the opening 20 minutes. Well, a very entertaining opening period. Good pace back and forth. Ty Krasny, though, breaks the ice after 20 minutes of play at 16:31 to give us a 1-0 lead in favor of the Warriors. Well, that's going to do it for the opening period. We're going to step aside, take a break. We'll be back in about 13 minutes for the second period of play. 1-0 Indiana Tech here on the Captain Lou's Sports Network here on YouTube. Welcome back, everybody, as we are just about set to go here for the second period of play, as both teams get back out onto the ice for their last-minute warm-up, if you will, as we've got ourselves a 1-0 lead in favor of Indiana Tech as we just about get set to start here. Matai Krasny at 16:31, a little scrum in front of the net, was able to put it past Max Johnston, and that's been the difference here tonight from the Southside Ice Arena. We welcome you back to the Captain Lou Sport Network here on YouTube, the host of tonight's game in this big Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference matchup between the Saints and the Warriors. As both teams get ready, we're going to switch ends as Aquinas will be going from left to right on your computer screen in their home white jerseys with the red and black trim, red numerals, black helmets, and Indiana Tech in their road black jerseys with the orange and white trim, orange helmets or orange numerals and black helmets. Again, they're going right to left as you watch on your television screen, computer, iPhone, Android, however you're watching it throughout the world. You're on the AQ Sports Network and the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. Rumpke will take the face off. He'll go up against Francisco Santanelio, and it's one and a big hit right in front of us. Sabota gets knocked down by Mason Stewart as we begin the second period of play. Puck held in at the blue line, played over there by Dufort. He tried to shoot one. He's going to try to center one now. It's loose at the doorstep and played over in the near corner. Indiana Tech with the pressure. In the slot area, it's going to roll out over to the blue line, held in there by Dufort. Played around the goal. Still deep in the Aquinas end, 40 seconds into the second period. And Rumpke now will skate it out of the zone. 2-on-2 the other way. He's got Max Johnston with him. He comes in, one hands it in behind the net. Centers one at the doorstep. And they try to stuff one past Barnhill. And we're going to get a whistle as the goal comes off its moorings. And we'll get a face-off down into the Indiana Tech zone. So again, Makai Krasny, the only goal scorer here tonight. 1-0 in favor of Indiana Tech. Face-off will be to the left of Barnhill as it's controlled down there, held in by Look at the blue line. Now it's played out to center ice. Here comes Krasny skating after it down into the Aquinas end. Tries to make a play on it to Chabot. Played over on the far side. Puck now played out into the neutral zone. Indiana Tech had to get onside. There's one played out for Rosema. He whiffs on an opportunity coming the other way. Here's Chabot on the left side. His shot gobbled up by Max Johnston, and he'll hang on. I had Frank DeCristofaro on my ACHA Power Play podcast, which you can watch right here on the Captain Lou Sports Network, and I had to apologize. All the years that I've broadcasted Aquinas and Indiana Tech, I thought, it was Shabbat, the ex-Red Wing. But it's Chabot. So we finally got that straightened out. It only took a few years on that one. So, Cam, sorry about that. Puck played over on the far side in front of the Indiana Tech bench. There's an opportunity. It's loose. Oh, poked away by Johnston. Oh, boy, the Warriors had a golden opportunity there. There's one deflected in front of the goal. And Aquinas now will skate it out to center ice. And now here's a giveaway. 3-on-1 the other way. Indiana Tech. Pass over on the far side. Give and go. It's loose. And this one's going to be cleared. And the goal comes off its moorings. So, wow. Indiana Tech with a big opportunity that time. Johnston had to stand tall to keep it a 1-0 game, and he does. But the face-off will stay deep into the Indiana Tech zone, or the Aquinas end, rather. Won cleanly by the Warriors, held in at the point. They'll play it into the slot area. There's a shot deflected high up over the top of the goal. Played around the boards, held in by Lowe. He'll throw it towards the net. That one goes up over the top of the goal. DeTulio tries to chase after it along with Kerwin Johnson. Johnson double teamed over on the far side. 2:15 gone in the second period. Indiana Tech comes up with it. Kicked away by Johnston. Played over on the far side. Kerwin Johnson able to deflect it out to center ice. Gavin Phillips tries to make a play on it. And it hops into the pocket of assistant coach Roman Melkoff over on the Aquinas bench. And the faceoff will stay outside the Indiana Tech blue line. And we'll go from there. Rumpke wins the faceoff. It'll be played by Stewart. Stewart throws it down. Long rebound by Barnhill. Played over on the far side in the Indiana Tech zone. They'll play it over there now at the center ice. Stewart tried to make a play on it, but coming up with it is Sabota. Sabota brings it up over the line. Play towards the net. Rumpke with the long carom. Out to center ice. Axel Lowe will throw it down. There's a big hit. Lowe and Danny Barry. Axel Lowe about 5 inches on Barry. Oh, there's one off the Raptors right in front of us here. And the faceoff will come right out to center ice, I believe. Actually, they're going to play it down into the Aquinas zone with 16:58 to go in this second period. 1-0 in favor of Indiana Tech. Makai Krasny at 16:31 in the opening period. That's been the difference. Puck played around the boards. Now at the center ice. Here comes Rumpke up over the line. 1-on-3, tries to drop it off for Johnson. To no avail. Now a 2-on-1 opportunity the other way for Indiana Tech. Henderson tries to get the centering pass. A little too strong. Now it's played out to center ice. Warriors will regroup. They'll dump it down into the Aquinas zone. Christian Look along with Anderson will chase back after it. They play it around the boards. Now here comes Aquinas with it. Darren Johnson will skate it up over the line. He's got Rumpke with him along with Barry. Played over on the far side. Barry throws it around the boards. Kerwin Johnson will have to chase after it. He plays it over to Rumpke. Rumpke in behind the goal. Tries to center one. Nobody home. Anderson will play it. He'll throw it off the boards out to center ice. 4 minutes gone in the second period. 1-0 Warriors. Puck played right out in front of us. Little give and go. Anderson will bring it up over the line. Trying to skate in towards the net. Trying to tip one past was Dugan. But Aquinas comes up with it. Darren Johnson again throws it into the Indiana Tech zone. But there's numbers back for Indiana Tech. Plummer there to come up with it. There's a big collision in the Indiana Tech zone. But quickly, the Warriors come back after it. 3-on-2. Poked away by Max Johnston over on the far side. Warriors not letting up now as they have it over with Barney in the near corner. Tries to center one. It's on the doorstep. Played around the boards. Barney holds it in at the blue line. Cross ice pass. There's one thrown wide and off the safety netting and out of play. 1-0 Indiana Tech. 15:09 to go here in this second period here on the Captain Lou Sports Network. Face-off will be to the left of Max Johnston. Rosema wins the face-off. He went up against Avery Smith. They throw it around the boards. In behind the goal now with it. Aquinas will have it. Hoon out the center ice. It brings it to Rosema. They go on a little give and go. Hoon knocked off the puck. Big hit there. Held in by Prohitsky. They throw it around the boards. Hoon has it in behind the goal. Played around the boards. Held in at the point by Smith. He throws it down and around. And now it's deflected out to center ice into the Aquinas end. Christian Look will look to engineer the next rush. Pesky, though, are the Warriors, but Look will skate it up over the line. Throws it wide of the goal. Oostman has it over there. Throws it back around, looking for Mitchell Hoon. Played around the boards. Christian Look tries to go after it. They'll skate it around to the near or far corner, rather. Erickson tries to make a play. Nifty move to throw it in behind the net. Erickson will chase after it in behind the goal, but right there is Indiana Tech Fortin will skate out to center ice. He's got Barney. Barney quickly up over the line, showing some wheels, but equal to the task is Xavier Erickson over in the near corner. Christian Look tries to clear the zone. He can't. Held in by Smith. Cross ice pass over to Potter. Erickson knows we'll skate it out to center ice. Axel Lowe will dump it down into the near corner. 13:30 to go in this middle period. Centering play. Nobody home. Puck held in at the point, though. Played around the boards. Then Hardy will chase after it. They'll chop at it over there. Centering pass. Deflected over on the far side. Potter will play it over there. There's an opportunity. Good angle, though, by Aquinas. Though it's loose right out in front. And Christian Look will come up with it. He tries to lift it out to center ice. He does. And Aquinas with some tired legs. They're going to wave off the icing. 13 minutes to go in this second period. Danny Barry will get the steal. He'll skate it out over to Look. Cross ice pass over to Barry. We're going to get some fresh legs for Aquinas now. They'll backtrack it. Anderson hounding Barry. There's an opportunity. Anderson looking for Krasny, rather. Point blank range, kicked away by Johnston. Puck played out to center ice. Here comes Johnson over the line. Darren Johnson skates it in behind the goal. Collision in behind the Indiana Tech net. There's one throwing towards Barnhill, and he'll hang on. 12:24 to go, middle period, 1-0 in favor of Indiana Tech. First of a home and home between these two teams. They'll play down in Fort Wayne tomorrow night. 5:30 will be puck drop down there. And we've got two games here next weekend against Grand Valley at Southside. We'll have both of them for you. 8 o'clock on Friday night next week. As we get an icing call, it'll go back down into the Indiana Tech zone. And then on Saturday, 5:30 against Grand Valley, it'll be the 10th ranked Grand Valley Lakers coming to Southside for a pair. Non-conference games. Face-off controlled by the Saints. Stewart had it hop over his stick, so the Saints will have to get onside as they throw it around the boards. Puck played in behind the Warrior net. Some pressure by Danny Barry. Stewart tries to hold it in, but it's deflected out to center ice. Prohitsky will throw it back down in behind the goal. 11:50 to go in this middle period. Indiana Tech skates it back and forth. There's a giveaway. Rumpke comes up with it, comes in, tries to center one. It's loose right out in front. Oh, Barnhill with a huge save. The best opportunity of the night right there for Aquinas. Rumpke, Kerwin Johnson, Barry, and also Darren Johnson. But Barnhill, from point blank range, able to gobble it up and hang on to keep it a 1-0 game. Both goaltenders playing very solid here tonight. Face-off will be down to the left of Barnhill. Rosema will take the face-off against Alex Arnold. Held in at the point. McCaddy with a shot deflected. He gets the rebound. Tries to throw one out in front. Ostman has it over in the near corner, but now they'll just clear it down the length of the ice as Indiana Tech, Aquinas rather, on the power play. Second power play of the night for Aquinas. McCaddy will throw it down around the boards. Johnson will try to chase after it to set it up. Puck played over in the near corner, and it's going to be deflected down the length of the ice. Luke Anderson got the penalty. Indiana Tech with some pressure, shorthanded. McCaddy being hounded over there by Svoboda. Now McCaddy will come up with it. He'll play it down to Rosema. He'll tip it over to Stewart. Stewart will dump it down into the Indiana Tech zone. Now it's cleared down the length of the ice. 55 seconds left in the minor penalty to Luke Anderson. There's a centering play, shorthanded. Here comes Aquinas. Look will skate it up over the line. His pocket is picked, and Indiana Tech will just lift it out down into the Aquinas end. Max Johnston will play it down to center ice to Xavier Erickson. His play almost stolen away. Ali blew a shoe at center ice. Barry now will drop it off. Aquinas having a hard time getting this power play set up. There's a shot deflected. Back out now to Barry. Barry's shot. He scores! Danny Barry on the power play. And it's a 1-1 tie. Time of the goal, 10:05. And it's a power play goal. Wow, what a huge play for Aquinas. And we've got ourselves a 1-1 tie. Danny Barry from the right faceoff circle. Time of the goal, 10:07. Christian Look will get the helper, and we've got a 1-1 tie. And that was indeed a power play goal. Puck held in at the blue line. Indiana Tech with the pressure. Veda's shot kicked away by Johnston. Puck played over in the near corner. They'll chop away at it over there. Sabota trying to make a play on it. Hounded there by Aquinas, though. Here comes Ostman up over the line. His shot into the bread basket of Barnhill. And that will get a face-off for Aquinas deep in the Indiana Tech zone. 1-1 tie. Puck now out to center ice. Played in the neutral zone. Here comes Anderson the other way with a shot kicked away, but he's got it loose in behind the goal. Played around the boards deep in the Aquinas end. Cross ice pass, and it's going to be Rumpke. Rumpke will skate it out to center ice. He's got Barry with him, but he's bounced off the puck. Puck loose in behind the goal. 1-1 tie, 8:45 to go, second period. Puck played over in the near corner. Aquinas Rumpke tries to hold it in. He does. It's over in the right face-off circle. Here comes Indiana Tech. They played out the center ice. A huge hit. Prohitsky laid it on Carruthers at the blue line. Now it's deflected out to center ice. Here comes Rumpke the other way. He's got Barry backhanded pass. One-timer! Oh, up over the top of the goal! Puck now deflected out to center ice. Down into the Aquinas end. 8:05 to go. There's an opportunity. Oh, Indiana Tech with numbers hopped over the stick of TJ Dugan. Puck played over on the far side. Deep in the Aquinas end. Puck thrown around the boards. Held in now at the point by Barney. Barney skates it out on top. Plays it over on the far side over there for Plummer. Back out on top. Throwing around the board. 7:40 to go in the middle period. Puck played out to center ice. They'll chop away at it there. Now it's going to be played into the Aquinas end. Here comes Barney quickly, and he scores! One-timer Cole Barney. And it's now 2-1 Indiana Tech, just like that. Time of the goal, 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Wow. Huge goal that time. Cole Barney. And that makes it 10-7. Puck played now out into the neutral zone. Off the face-off. Big hit over on the far side. Barnhill's going to gobble it up and hang on to keep the face-off down in the far side. So, a couple of quick goals has given Indiana Tech the lead back, 2-1 now. Puck played around the boards now. Going to be played over in the near corner. Aquinas has it deep in the Indiana Tech end. 2-1 Warriors. Puck played over on the near side. They try to chop away at it. Indiana Tech will come up with it. Puck now played out to center ice. Plummer has it. He'll throw it down into the Aquinas zone. Then Harding will come up with it in behind his own goal. Outlet pass out to center ice. Hoon to Ostman. Deflected into the Indiana Tech zone. Played there by Smith. Long stretch pass to Plummer. A little too strong. They're going to wave off the icing. 6:15 to go here in this middle period. 2-1 Indiana Tech. Ostman avoided it. Who will skate up over the line? Plays it over on the far side. He tried to get it to Kerwin Johnson. Deflected over to Ostman. In behind the Rosema. He tried a centering pass. Deflected out to center ice. Puck now deflected back into the Indiana Tech zone. Rosema will dump it down into the Warrior end. Little back and forth as they have it out to center ice. Now it'll be played into the Aquinas and Ali will chase after it. He throws an odd-angled shot off of Johnston. Ostman's play deflected. Now it's played out into the neutral zone. Ostman will tip it over to Hoon. Hoon tried to get it to Ostman. Ooh, good play to hold it in by Rumpke. One hands it in behind the boards, in behind the glass. Centering play deflected over on the far side. Now at the center ice. Stewart will chase after it along with Savoda. They play it around the boards. Prohitsky will be waiting there. Coming up on 5 minutes left in this middle period. 2-1 Indiana Tech. And they score! Oh boy, that's one I think that Max Johnston would like to have back. And it's now 3-1 in favor of Indiana Tech. Time of the peddler, time of the goal, 15:02. Wow, that's a tough one there for Indiana Tech, or for Aquinas. We'll see who gets credit for that one. But it's more importantly now it's a 2-goal advantage. Puck played in the neutral zone now. Now down into the Indiana. Santinello will get credit for the goal. It's now 3-1 in favor of Indiana Tech. As Aquinas now will have to bounce back. Puck played out to center ice. Prohitsky will have it there. Deflects out, still in the neutral zone. Cole Barney will chase after it in his own end. Rumpke trying to get the pressure on, but now here comes Chabot. Up to Anderson. Anderson 3-on-2. There's a shot. Whistled wide of the goal. Puck still deep in the Aquinas end. And now it's going to be played out to center ice. Aquinas got possession. It says Indiana Tech played it with a high stick. Anderson throws it down into the AQ zone. 3:40 to go here in this middle period. Barney will backtrack with the puck. Barney with the go-ahead goal here in this second period. Plays it over to Chabot. Puck deflected out to center ice. Now it's going to be played again by Chabot up over the line on the far side with a shot that whistled wide. Axel Lowe's shot rose up over the top of the goal. Warriors really putting the heat on Aquinas now. 3:15 to go in this middle period. Lowe's play deflected out to center ice, and he'll skate back after it. Get some changes both ways here with about 3 minutes to go in the second period. There's one kicked away by Johnston. Played over in the near corner now. Arnold, his round shot gobbled up by Johnston, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off down into the Aquinas end as we get a little face-off to the right of Johnston. They'll fight for it over in the near corner. 2:48 to go here in this second period. The Warriors come up with the puck. They'll throw it around. The board's held in over now at the point. There's one that's kicked away by Johnston. Then Harding will chase after it. He'll lift it down the length of the ice, down into the Indiana Tech zone, and we'll get an icing call. That'll bring the face-off all the way down the other end into the Aquinas end. So the face-off will be to the left of Johnston. And this one's thrown in the slot area over in the far side. Gavin Phillips tries to get it, and he does. Gets it over to Den Harding. A big hit over in the near corner. Tulio tip it down into the Indiana Tech zone. Aquinas like to get an answer here to the latter moments of this period, as there's a shot corralled by Johnston. That'll keep the face-off deep in the Aquinas zone with 2:12 to go here in this second period. Puck played right out at center ice now, right in front of us. Little give and go down to 1:55 to go in the middle period. Going to be played now by Osman. He plays it over, bounces right off the doorstep. Indiana Tech still trying to play the puck, trying to knock it down out of midair, if you will, as Rose tries to make a play on it as well. He's got it deep in the Indiana Tech zone, hopped over the stick of Hoon. Now played out on top to Stewart. Stewart has it there over on the far side. Puck played in behind the goal. Now over to Prohitsky. His shot deflected high up off the top of the glass. In behind the goal, wraparound try. Kicked away by Barnhill. Played over by Rosema. His odd-angled shot deflected. And here comes Indiana Tech. They'll skate it up the other way over the line. Smith comes up on goal. Nifty move, a shot wide. Oh, what a move by Smith. As the puck is thrown down the other way, icing will be the call. Oh, a dandy move, but Johnston able to get in the way just enough as we're down to 1:03 left to go here in this second period. 3-1 Indiana Tech. Face-off will be to the left of Johnston. Won cleanly by the Warriors. Puck played over on the far side. Feta tried to make a play on it. They dig away on it. Osman as well, along with Christian Look. They chop at it over there. Prohitsky's got it in behind the goal. Now over in the near corner. Down to 40 seconds left in the second period. Puck played out to center ice. Johnson will chase after it along with Axel Lowe. They played over in the far corner. Indiana Tech will come up with it. They play it over on the far side. Now near corner, rather out to center ice. Look has it there. He'll try to come up with it. Now over to Rumpke. Rumpke shot deflected, rebound. Played over in the far corner. 15 seconds left in the period. The Warriors have it. They chop at it now in the near corner. Johnson plays it. Now it's going to be deflected back out to center ice. Rumpke has to play it. He has to wait until it's played onside. And now Indiana Tech will come up with it. And that'll do it for the second period of play. Well, Danny Berry at 10:07 on the power play, evened it up at 1. But then Cole Barney and Francesco Santanelio got back-to-back goals for Indiana Tech, and they've increased their lead after 40 minutes of play, now to 3-1 over Aquinas, as we now will step aside here shortly for the third period. 3-1 Indiana Tech after 40 minutes of play. We'll step aside. We'll be back in about 13 minutes for the third period. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Aquinas College Hockey. You're on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. Welcome back, everybody. Third period just about set to go from the Southside Ice Arena in Byron Center. And the Saints of Aquinas College now find themselves down 3-1. They tied it up at 10:07 in the second period on a power play goal from Danny Berry. But Indiana Tech responded with a couple of unanswered goals. Cole Barney at 12:30 and Francesco Santinello at 15:02, and that gives them their 3-1 lead. So Aquinas now will try to find a way to get back into this one as the third period is underway with a shot. Rebound, Barry couldn't quite come up with it. Now it's played out to center ice. Quickly skating it up over the line, Pavel Svoboda. There's one at the doorstep. They played around the boards, now going to be played out to center ice. Puck will be lifted down back into the neutral zone as it's going to be played back down there by Santinello, played in behind the goal. Puck played in behind the Indiana Tech or the Aquinas goal. Barney holds it in at the blue line, skates it over on the far side. There's a centering pass, and it's stolen away by Aquinas. Here comes DeTulio. He'll lift it out into the neutral zone. Here's an opportunity. Krasny comes up over the line, tries to feed the on-rushing player over on the far corner. Potter, there's a shot, long rebound, kicked away by Johnston. Now here comes Rosema. Rosema with Ostman. Puck played out into the slot area. Here comes Rosema with a shot, gloved off by Barnhill, and he'll hang on. Keep the face-off down into the Tech zone. A minute and a half gone in this third period. 3-1 in favor of Indiana Tech. Aquinas 1 for 2 with the extra man tonight. Indiana Tech 0 for 3. Reminder, these two teams will play down in Fort Wayne tomorrow afternoon, 5:30 puck drop, as they'll wrap up their regular season series tomorrow night. Here quickly over the line with the loose puck. Plummer comes in. He's bounced off the puck. It's deflected. Johnston tried to come up with it, tried to fall on it. It was squirted loose, and it's now going to deflect out to center ice. The Warriors will have to get on side, and they do. Dugan tries to feed one to Barney with a shot deflected into the slot area. Now played around the boards over into the near corner. Puck still loose now over on the far side. Den Hardig will try to make a play on it. He's tripped up over in the near corner. Aquinas now will bring it up over the line. Den Hardig skates it over into the near corner. Played over there in the Warriors zone. They chop at it. DeTulio tries to come up with it. He's got Ostman over in the near corner. He and DeTulio fighting for it over there. Prohitsky throws one towards the net. Deflected over to Phillips. Now played out to the point, held in. And there's one deflected over into the near corner. 17-15 to go here in this third period. Puck played around the boards. Going to play over on the far side. Ali tries to make a play on it. Hands it off. Played over there, kicked off the boards by Carruthers. Now dumped back down into the Warrior zone. 3 minutes gone here in this third period. 3-1 our score. Carruthers, nifty move to get it over to Fortin. Fortin comes up over the line with a riser. Shouldered away by Johnston over on the far side. Prohitsky will try to chase after it. Played over into the center ice area. Erickson tries to go after that long carom. Now Indiana Tech will play it. Smith comes up over the line. Boy, good move by Ali to get back on side. Puck played over in the far corner now at the center ice. Stretch past to Rumpke. Couldn't come up with it. Barnhill will come out of the net to play it. Loose puck out at center ice. McCaddy tried to poke it away. Indiana Tech showing their puck movement here tonight has really been on display, if you will, as it's played in the neutral zone. Now played out to center ice. Barry with the only goal tonight for Aquinas. Doesn't about face with the puck deep in his own end. They'll throw it around the boards. Danny Barry has it there. Deflected. Now played in the neutral zone area. Still Tech with their speed, putting the pressure on both sides of the ice here. As Aquinas trying to get control of the flow here with 15:35 to go in regulation time, trailing 3-1. Centennial with a nice play, tries to center one to Svoboda, played over in the near corner. They dig at it over there on the far side. Ooh, a play hopped up over the stick of Feda over, now held in at the point. There's a shot deflected. Aquinas trying to make a play on it now at the center ice. Barry has it. His play stolen away. Saints in the midst of a change. Good stick work by Barry to keep control of the puck during that change as he'll lift it down towards the net. And it'll be played in behind the Indiana Tech goal. 5 minutes gone in this third period. 3-1 our score. Puck played out to center ice. Now Krasny. There's a shot. Long rebound. The Warriors still with control of the puck. They throw it around the boards. Played over on the far side. There's a shot deflected wide of the goal. There it's loose out right in the slot area. And Hoon will come up with it. He'll play it out to Ostman. Ostman will try to skate it up. He brings it up over the line, and we're going to get an offside call, and that'll bring the face-off back outside the Warrior blue line. 14:28 to go. Regulation time. 3-1 in favor of the Warriors here at the Southside Ice Arena. Rosema will take the face off. He'll go up against Alex Arnold for Indiana Tech. Dugan wins or gets the draw. Aquinas comes up with it. They just throw it towards the net. Barnhill has to make a play on it. And now here comes Dugan up over the line. He'll bring it up, try to go into the slot area. And Johnston will gobble it up and hang on. And we'll have another face-off in the defensive zone for Aquinas. Shane DiTullio will go up against Arnold this time on the face-off, and it's loose over in behind the goal. Mason Stewart chases after it. Along with DiTullio, there's a one-time opportunity on a centering play, deflected. Puck still loose. Winding up and blasting one that time was Svoboda. Puck played out at center ice, now down into the Indiana Tech zone. DiTullio and Erickson tried to go after it. Now here come the Warriors, 3-on-2 the other way. They'll dump it down. They'll get a change as McCaddy will come up with it. He tries to center it to Erickson. Erickson's backhand play stolen away. Here comes Smith the other way and on goal. And it's kicked away, poked away by Johnston. Held in or thrown towards the net by Dufort. Deflected. Their rebound and they score. And I think that's going to be all Lee on the goal on the long rebound. And it's now going to be 4-1 in favor of Indiana Tech. Time of the goal, 6:42. Boy, Indiana Tech just relentless with the pressure here tonight. And not a whole lot Johnson could do on that rebound, and it's now 4-1 in favor of Indiana Tech. Time of the goal, 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Face-off fought for in the near corner now. They're going to dig away at it over there. Indiana Tech again with the pressure. Held in at the point. Deflected in the slot area. There's a rebound again. Deflected. Now Barry will come up with it. He plays it in the slot area now, into the neutral zone. Indiana Tech comes up with control of the puck. They played out to center ice. Johnson will bring it up over the line. Dump it around the boards. That one took a weird hop. It's loose right out in front. Barnhill with the initial save. Rumpke couldn't come up with the rebound. And now this one will be thrown down the length of the ice. And icing will be the call. So Malik Ali at 6:42 in the third period. Is added to the lead now. It's 4-1 in favor of Indiana Tech. There's one kicked away. Prohitsky threw one from the point. And we get another whistle now. It's now 4-1 in favor of the Warriors. So Matai Krasny at 16:31 in the opening period gave the Warriors a 1-0 lead. Then Danny Barry on the power play was able to tie it up at 1 apiece. And then Cole Barney, Francisco Santaniello, the other goal scorers in the second period. And then it was Malik Ali here in the third at 6:42 to give the Warriors a 3-goal lead. And now we get another Aquinas power play as Austin Buck will go to the sin bin, if you will. Aquinas 1 for 2 with the extra man. Stewart with a blast wide of the goal. An opportunity for Aquinas now to try to claw their way back in. Puck played over in the near corner. They chop at it over there. It's going to be deflected. Now an opportunity, though, shorthanded with the puck. Here comes Svoboda. He's bounced off the puck. And McCaddy will have it the other way. Cross ice pass over to Johnson. Johnson's shot deflected. And it'll be lifted down the length of the ice. A minute 25 in the minor penalty left to Austin Buck. 11:35 to go in this one. 4-1 Indiana Tech. Rumpke will skate it around over now to Barry. Barry has it out into the neutral zone, stolen away. Oh, here's an opportunity. Shorthanded. Arnold comes in, tries to throw one past Johnston, but he was cut off over there by Rumpke. Precious time being wasted now on the extra man for Aquinas. Down to 48 seconds left with the power play. Kerwin Johnson skates it up over the line. He loses control as the puck now floats up to the point. There's a shot kicked away by Barnhill. Played over in the near corner. Hoon has it in behind the goal. Little give and go centering play deflected. Erickson was looking for it. And we get a whistle. We got some pushing and shoving going on now. Over in the far side. So we may get some penalties after this. 10:44 left to go. Cole Barney in the middle of it. Danny Barry as well. Both guys with goals in the second period. So I think we're going to get coincidentals here. Both Barney and Barry will skate towards the penalty box area. Indeed, that's what's going to happen. And I think Cole Barney might be done for the night. He's getting escorted off. So he might be done for the rest of the night. So a big break for Aquinas there. They're going to talk to the captains out at center ice. Danny Barry's in the box. So they'll get the explanations now. So it appears we'll get a 5-minute major for Cole Barney. Indeed, we will. So Aquinas now will have a 5-on-4 or a 4-on-3 rather, for about 27 seconds. They're going to have the extra man for 3 minutes after that. Once the Johnson penalty expires, the Barry penalty expires. So here we go. The ice is opened up. Aquinas with their opportunity now. Held in by Stewart. Over to Ostman. Ostman to Stewart with a blast. gloved off by Barnhill with authority. A little extra hop that time with that save. 10:36 to go, regulation time, 4-1, Indiana Tech. Face-off won by the Saints. Stewart has it. Back out on top. Throws it towards the net. Deflected. Up high and off the safety netting, out of play. And 12 seconds left of the 4-on-3. We'll get a line change for the Saints. Hoon, Rosemont, Erickson, and Look will be out there now. Face-off won by Indiana Tech. They'll skate it around and throw it down the length of the ice right at Johnston. He'll direct it around the boards. Some token pressure by Chabot, as now here comes Erickson. Erickson will wheel it up. He loses control of the puck. Played out to center ice. Look tries to make a play on it over to Erickson. Erickson's play stolen now, tipped down into the Aquinas end. Now we're down 4-on-4 hockey for another minute and 10. Then Aquinas will get 3 minutes with the extra man with the major penalty to Barney. Indiana Tech with control, hopped over the stick of Potter. Rosemo will chase after it, skated out to center ice. He'll try to make a play on it, but Indiana Tech has it. They catch Aquinas in the midst of a change. Krasny centers it over to Chabot with a shot. Johnston with a nifty move, poke check, if you will. Here comes Aquinas the other way. Stewart, he gets a little break on the carom. Shot deflected up off the safety netting and out of play. 9:18 to go in this third period. 4-1 our score. And we had a little note from Michelle Den, 25, thanking us for the play-by-play. I appreciate the kind words. Always fun to be able to do this. We really enjoy doing it for sure. 9:08 to go in this third period. Arnold will skate it up over the line, 4-on-4, but now here comes Johnson the other way. Darren Johnson. Indiana Tech, though, with numbers, it seems like they've had the angle all night here tonight on Aquinas. 10 seconds left of the 4-on-4. Aquinas with a 3-minute power play. There's a shot deflected. Rumke has it over on the far side. Puck played around the boards. Now again, Aquinas with the power play. 2:50 left in the major power play. There's one deflected high and out of play. 8:31 to go, regulation time. 4-1, Indiana Tech on top. 3 unanswered goals after Danny Barry's power play goal. The difference here tonight, as the Warriors showing why they're the 7th-ranked team in the country in Division I of the ACHA, as they are on top in the conference, 13-1 with a conference record, 20-2 overall. Puck played around the boards. Rosema plays it down deep. He's got it to Ostman. Ostman will play it back around the boards. They dig away at it now. Here comes a 2-on-1 potential shorthanded opportunity. Sabota, nifty pass. A little too strong for Santaniello, as now it's played over on the far side. Puck played out to center ice. Rosema, little give and go with Ostman. Ostman will skate it up over the line. There's a shot kicked away by Barnhill and out of play. 7:55 to go, regulation time. Aquinas, the clock's starting to become their enemy as well, as we're under 8 minutes left to go in this contest, trailing 4-1. And I think we're going to get a timeout called here. No, actually, we're going to get another penalty call. This one is going to be on Swoboda. So, indeed, a timeout called by Aquinas. So, Now we get a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes for Aquinas. Here's an opportunity. Now remember, there's still 2:12 left in that major penalty to Indiana Tech, so Aquinas will be 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. So indeed, the clock might be a little bit of full for Aquinas right now, but here is a big opportunity for Aquinas. If they can take advantage of this now, maybe scratch to within a goal or two, get some life, try to dig away at this deficit. They try to claw their way back in now with under 8 minutes to go. Time of the penalty, 12:05. Again, remember, these two teams will play again tomorrow night, 5:30 down at Indiana Tech in Fort Wayne. Face-off will be in the Indiana Tech zone. So 5-on-3. And actually, they have pulled Max Johnston. So now it's going to be 6-on-3. Empty net to our right. 6-on-3 power play for Aquinas. Stewart has it. Aquinas has pulled the goaltender. Barry now over on the far side on top to Stewart. Stewart, there's a shot. Kicked away by Barnhill. One-timer by Rumke. So a minute 49 left of the 5-on-3. The net is empty to our right. 6-on-3 in the offensive zone for Aquinas. Face-off won by the Warriors. They'll just throw it down the length of the ice, gobble up some of that penalty kill power play time, depending on which end that you're rooting for here tonight. As Stewart will quickly skate it up the other way, drop it off, little give and go on the far side with Johnson. Over to Rumke. Rumke has it. Back out on top to Stewart. Rumke trying to make a play on it over in the near corner. Shot deflected in the right face-off circle. Stewart comes up with it, throws it towards the net, deflected or blocked, and it's loose out to center ice. Aquinas now will have to get onside quickly. Ostman takes it back up over the line, drops it off to Rumke. Rumke cross ice over to Look. Look over to Rumke, quickly over on the far side. Puck played now in the near corner under a minute left to go in the 5-on-3. There's a shot deflected in the slot area and down the length of the ice. This will go wide of the goal. Smith will chase after it shorthanded. The net is empty to our right, remember. Aquinas pulled the goaltender for the 6-on-3. Here comes Look. He'll skate it up across ice. Little give and go. There's a shot, Rosemont. But Barnhill was able to get back and get the angle on it. Look has it on top. Skates it in the slot area. One-timer Rosemont whipped on the opportunity. He had an opening that time. There's one, and they score! That one trickled through the legs of Barnhill, and it's 4-2 in favor of Aquinas. Xavier Erickson will get the power play goal. 5-on-3. Time of the goal, 13:45. Now 4-2. Johnston will go back in to the net right now. As they're talking to the captains right now. 20 seconds left in the power play on the time of the goal, 13:45. So still a little discussion there. So Aquinas cuts the lead to 2. So 5-on-4 for another 29 seconds. So a 5-on-3 power play goal. Aquinas cuts the lead to 2. So the strategy pays off with the empty net with the 6-on-3 advantage for Aquinas as the power play time will tick off and both teams now at full strength. As Danny Berry will come up with the loose puck. 5:45 to go, regulation time. 4-2 now in favor of Indiana Tech. Here comes Danny Berry. Comes in on goal. His play deflected, and Rumpke will have it out to center ice. Puck played over in the near corner. Played over on the far side. As now puck played in the neutral zone or back into the Aquinas and tic-tac-toe, and they score! Boy, not much Erickson could do on that one again. And just like that, it's back to a 3-goal lead, 5-2. And that one's going to be Brandon Plummer. So time of the goal, 14:37. Even strength goal. And it's now 5-2 in favor of Aquinas, of Indiana Tech. Puck deflected out of play. So the answer that time by Brandon Plummer. So back to a 3-goal lead with 5 minutes left to go here in this third period. Puck played in the neutral zone. Arnold will come up with it, and they'll skate it out to center ice. That one will deflect into the Indiana Tech bench. And we'll get another face-off deep in the... This one will be right outside the blue line as we want to say hi to Beth Sellinger watching us from Alaska, rooting on the Saints. Appreciate that watching, as we appreciate everybody watching here on the Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube tonight. Great to have you all with us on this Friday night hockey. 5-2 our score, Indiana Tech on top. Erickson with the power play goal for Aquinas, but right away, Indiana Tech answered right back with Brandon Plummer at 14:37. As now with 4:25 to go in this one, again, a 5-2 lead in favor of the Saints, of the Warriors. Puck played out to center ice. They'll chop away at it there. Coming up on 4 minutes left to go here in this third period. Puck played out at center ice. Here comes Gavin Phillips. Big hit on him by Axel Lowe. He's got to skate off to get another twig, so he's just going to take a break now as the puck played into the Aquinas end. 3:45 to go here in this third period. Den Harding will bring it up over the line. Skated over in the near corner. He's bounced off the puck. Axel Lowe will play it in behind the goal along with Potter, and Potter will slow things down as we're coming up on 3:25 to go in this contest. Again, a 3-goal lead for Indiana Tech, 5-2. Danny Berry has it out to center ice. His pocket is picked as Aquinas has to get onside, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 3:10 to go here in this third period. Again, 5-2 our score. As Aquinas At one point, Ed tied it up at 1, but after that, it's pretty much been all Indiana Tech. They've scored 4 out of the next 5 goals to take that commanding 5-2 lead. Puck played around the boards now. Out to center, or out to the blue line. Krasny, good play to hold it in. Plays it down in the near corner, tried to center one. It went all the way over to the far side. Puck played over in front of the Aquinas bench now in behind the goal. Stewart will throw it around the boards. Held in at the blue line. Big collision in front of the Aquinas bench. Mitchell Hoon, and it looked like Carruthers as we get a stoppage of play. Don't forget, these two teams will play tomorrow night. Aquinas with 2:38 left to go. Barring a miracle, we'll have to try to get a split of the series down at Fort Wayne tomorrow night. And then next weekend, we will have both games against Grand Valley. They'll both be here at Southside. 8 o'clock on Friday night, and then 5:30 on Saturday night. We'll have both of those games right here. So don't go anywhere for that, as we'll get a face-off down to the left of Johnston. 2:38 left to go. Third period, 5-2 Indiana Tech on top. Face-off, fought for. Dufort will have it at the point, throws it towards the net. Johnson will just glove it off. As Santaniello was kind of bearing down, if you will, towards the goal. And the face-off will stay deep in the Aquinas end. Puck loose in the neutrals, or in the right face-off circle. They'll chop at it down in the far side. Rumke tried to come up with it along with McCaddy, but now Barry will skate with the puck. 2:15 to go in the third period. Puck played around the boards, now played back in the corner. In the Indiana Tech zone, now out to center ice. Dugan will bring it up over the line now for the Warriors. Santaniello bounced off the puck. Rumke will come up with it. Try to direct traffic. 1:50 to go, regulation time. Aquinas running out of time here tonight as it's lifted out to center ice. And back into the Aquinas end. We'll get some fresh legs for Indiana Tech as the puck played cross ice pass now out to the neutral zone. Big hit over on the far side. There's a shot deflected right out in front. Low with a blast wide of the goal. That one deflected all the way out to center ice. Puck played in the Indiana Tech zone. Now here comes Smith all alone. Angle cut off by Rosema. Puck played in behind the goal. Puck played around the board, still held in. Potter dumps it down into the far side. 1:05 left to go here in this one. Puck played out to center ice, under a minute to go. 5-2 our score. This one thrown towards the net, kicked away by Johnston. Puck deflected over on the far side. Rosema with another hit on Smith. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. And I think we might get some penalty calls coming up here. A little bit of frustration maybe starting to show. Smith will go to the box. So I think just a power play for Aquinas. 45.7 left to go here in this one. As Smith will go to the box. So Aquinas will get one more opportunity with the extra man. Time of the penalty, 19:15. Face-off controlled by Indiana Tech. They come out of the zone shorthanded. Collision at center ice. Johnson will come up with the puck. Cross ice over to Stewart. 35 seconds left in the game. Rumke has it. Plays it over in the near corner. Krasny will come up with the puck for Indiana Tech, and he'll just rifle it down the length of the ice as it's now deflected out to the blue line. McCaddy tries to make a play on it. 10 seconds left. And Indiana Tech will slow things down and we'll call it good. As with 3 seconds left, that's going to do it. Our final score tonight from the Southside Ice Arena, Indiana Tech victorious 5-2. Third period goals, Malik Ali at 6:42. Xavier Erickson for Aquinas on the power play at 13:45. And Brandon Plummer at 14:37. And that'll round out the scoring, 5-2 our score. Well, that's going to do it tonight here from Aquinas. Again, our final score, Indiana Tech 5, Aquinas 2. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. If not the outcome, Lou Gamlin saying keep your heads up, keep your sticks down, keep your feet moving, and as always, keep your minds open. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Captain Lou Sports Network on YouTube. Have a good weekend, everybody. So long.